Yo, what's up guys? Brand new Yu-Gi-Oh card, Pod of Greed. Let's see if this card is going to be living up to the hype that they're hyping it up to. So I want to start off with this card, but these are all coming out in Duelist Nexus. Let's check out these brand new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So this is Pod of Greed. It is a level 3 Earth Rock Flip Effect monster, 700 attack, 800 defense points. It says you can only use this effect in this card's name once per turn. So you flip and apply these effects in sequence. So you activate cards from the top of your deck up to the number of cards your opponent controls. Add one activated card to your hand. Also, send the rest to the graveyard. Okay, so if your opponent happens to have a lot of cards, you can start activating an insane amount. This could be actually pretty insane if you can pull off some like Dustins or giving your opponents a bunch of cards. So that'd be actually really good. And then the other part, it says send monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard up to the number of monsters special summon from the extra deck your opponent controls. Oh my gosh, this is actually game breaking. With Miracle Synchro Fusion, if you get this off, right? I mean, your opponent's always going to have like one extra because they're attacking into it, right? For the most part. Like in 99% of circumstances, they probably just, once you activate the flip, like they use their extra monster to negate and destroy, or they'll pop it face down. That's kind of how I see it happening. But if you can, you know, get this card off, get the effect, then have Miracle Synchro Fusion ready to go the next turn, sure, it's amazing. It's interesting though. What do you guys think about Pod of Greed? Now, next up, we got some more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So this is another Rescue Ace monster. That archetype is actually pretty good already, but let's check out what they're getting. This is a brand new card called the Rescue Ace Preventer, which is a level 8 fire machine effect monster, and it's 28 attack and 28 defense. It says you can only use your first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is you get to banish one Rescue Ace card from your graveyard or special summon this card from your hand. So pretty easy. Next up, it says if you control another Rescue Ace monster as a quick effect, you get to target one effect monster your opponent controls and change to face down defense position. That's really good, especially as a quick effect. And then the third effect is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Rescue Ace monsters except for a level 8 monster and special summon. I mean, literally every single one of these effects is good. I mean, it's literally easy summon condition, good secondary effect. The third effect is good. Dude, they really made this card so incredibly powerful. And the Rescue Ace archetype is already pretty good. And I think they're getting another support card. So this is also coming out in Duelist Nexus here. This is called Emergency. It's a quick play spell card that says this card is always treated as a Rescue Ace card. It says you can only use the first, second effect of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is to special summon one Rescue Ace monster from your deck in defense position, then tribute one Rescue Ace monster from your hand or field. Pretty decent effects, considering, remember, it's a quick play. The second part is during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Rescue Ace trap in your graveyard and set it. I mean, this is amazing support. I mean, Dark World is still probably going to be tier 1 next, but, you know, hey, it's pretty good. Next up, though, we have the Aqua Round, which is a normal spell card, and it says, banish one card from your hand. This is also Duelist Nexus, by the way. Banish one card from your hand. If you do during your next standby phase, you can add up to 2 cards with the banished card's name from your deck to your hand. What? If this card is activated while your opponent controls no cards, you can't activate cards or effects with the banished card's original name for the rest of the turn. Okay, so, I mean, it's kind of a risk, but that is absolutely insane. So what you're telling me is if I just go turn 1, because you don't have to even activate this at the start of your turn, right? So sure, if this card is active while your opponent controls no cards, you can't activate cards with the banished for the rest of this turn, right? So what that means is all you do is if you open up Ash Blossom or like, let's say Effect Veiler, right? Because it's just the next standby phase. This card is actually broken. Okay, like beyond broken. This is so good because that means if you open up with a hand trap, place this card, and your opponent, you know, doesn't make you use your hand trap because you went first, you literally just go pop off, then you activate. Or if you have cards, I mean, it's just one card from your hand. Could you imagine, like, okay, like let's say Called is at 3, or like, whatever would stop your opponent's hand traps, or whatever the case may be, adding, the next turn you get to add 3 of them. But remember, you do gotta wait, so is it worth it? I still think it's kind of broken, especially for certain archetypes where you may need like combo pieces. This could be really, really big for certain decks. Like, it actually is pretty insane. Yeah, you do have to wait. I mean, no one's really playing a Gold Sword because that's like waiting 2 turns. But the fact that you get to add doubles, like that's pretty plus. Let me know, guys, how you feel about it. Do you guys think this card's going to be insane? I think this is opening up potentials for like a lot of OTKs and a lot of like shenanigans going to be going on with Aqua Round for sure. Now, another thing with this card is it doesn't say you can only activate one of these per turn. So, like I said, there could be... it literally has trolling in the meaning. Yeah, it's going to be used as a troll card. I guarantee you someone's going to figure out some really weird loop with, like, symbols of heritage, or there's going to be loops with this card. Bet on it. All right, next up, though, we got some more Ice Shade support. So this is Eternal Ice Grave. This is a quick play spell card that says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. The first part says, during the main phase, if a monster or monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's monster effect, except by being destroyed, you can activate one of these effects. End the phase. You get to skip the main phase of your opponent's next turn. Okay. Could be potentially like okay for maybe some cheesy stuff. All right, next up though, this is also coming out in Duelist Nexus. I have no idea what this is support for though. It says Ruka the Magic Star. It's a level 4 Wind Beast effect monster, 1500 attack, 400 defense points, and it says you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. The first part is when one monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect and no other cards, you can banish this card from your hand or graveyard to special summon that monster if it is banished face up or in the graveyard, otherwise special summon this banished card. If this card is special summoned, you can make it gain 1500 attack until the end of this turn. Okay, that's like not too bad. It's like maybe like some weird tech. Next up we have Click and Echo. This is a Water Sea Serpent effect. Oh, that means you get a Diva target. Level 2, 300 attack, 21 defense. Can't be used for material for fusion, synchro, exceeds, summon. You can only use the second effect of this card's name up to twice per turn. So the first part is face-up card on the field cannot be attributed. The second part is that this card is sent to the graveyard as link material. You get to special summon it to the summoning player's opponent's field in defense position. Okay, so this could lead to some strange things. It does have 21 defense, so you can't, let's go for like Chaos Max Pierce. The third effect is if this card was special summoned by its second effect, you must keep your hand revealed. Wait, hold on. So if I give this to my opponent, so I link off with it, I get to see my opponent's entire hand? I don't know if I'm okay with that. You know, like every single Yu-Gi-Oh card that lets you reveal your opponent's hand is pretty insane. Now, there could be actually insane stuff that you can mess around with clocky mirrors because they have to have it revealed. Nonetheless, this is actually pretty insane. Like, if you tech it against clocky mirrors, if the hand is already revealed, I don't think you can reveal the card so all the clocky mirrors get destroyed. Not that we're playing Duel Links back in, like, 2020 when that was actually a relevant deck, but this is actually pretty interesting. I mean, you just link off with it, and then your opponent just has to reveal their whole hand. Like, that's busted. Yeah, this card, I think, is pretty game-breaking. Again, you can do mind control. You can do a lot of cards. Like, I mean, you could literally have it as a Deep Sea Diva target, too. And they cannot tribute it. But it doesn't matter. As long as I see my opponent's hand, that's so busted. Like, just turn one. Turn one, I see their whole hand. I know exactly what they're playing. I know exactly what to make. Giving them one extra card that I got out, and I basically get this effect for free. It's not like I really have to go for it. I just go Diva into this card, or just somehow summon this card with water, which shouldn't be that difficult. I think Click and Echo is more broken than anything we've seen in a while for this. I know some people don't understand, but like Appointed Red Lotus, or anything that lets you see your opponent's entire hand and knock even just one card out. Most of the cards are banned, or like we can't play them. I think this card's pretty good, especially because, again, in water, you can summon this easy. Next up, though, we have... What the heck is this little thing? It's a little Pomeranian. Agma Candle. So this is a brand new Pyro tuner effect. Level 4, 1700, 0 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part is, if this card is added to your hand except for by drawing it, you get a special summon. And then once per turn, up to thrice per turn, if a monster is sent to your graveyard, you can increase or reduce this card's level by 1. Okay, so it definitely has some potential. I mean, if you search it out, you can just start, changing the level. And it's a tuner. I think this card could definitely see some play. I don't know off the top of my head what searches it, but it's a 0 defense, so there's going to be probably lots of easy targets. Next up, though, we have these are Masquerena cards. Okay, so little oppositions. It says you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. It says choose 2 unused main monster zones in the same column, apply this effect, then your opponent can apply it for themselves. Suppose summon 1 level 2 or lower monster from your hand or deck to your chosen zone attack position or face down defense position. Oh, this is huge for any deck that plays flip effects, which is, hold on, what was that one? Oh, the other one was level 3, wasn't it? Okay, that kind of ruins it. Wait, we were looking at this one. We got more cards coming up, but like, the other one's level 3. I was just thinking that a pot of greed one was looking pretty good, or a pot of greed. Okay, anyways, that's the little opposition. Next up, we have Create Bond, which is a continuous trap card that says if 10 or more cards and or effects have been activated this turn, you get to special summon this card as an effect monster. Cyberstar, level 10, 3000, 3000. This is also still a trap card. If summoned this way, during your end phase, you can set this card in your spell and trap zone. Second part is once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect while this card is in the monster zone, as a quick effect, you destroy as many cards they control as possible, then set this card in your spell and trap zone. Wow, okay. That has definitely some utility. I like the artwork for it. I thought it was going to be UA support. It almost looked like a scoreboard in the back. And we still got a brand new archetype, which to make this video not super long, we're going to cover that in a second video very soon. But let me know, guys, what you think of the brand new Yu-Gi-Oh card, specifically Pot of Greed, and that Dolphin. The Dolphin is broken. This card is going to actually change the game for sure for certain decks. Again, anything that reveals hand has mostly been banned in Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're bringing it back. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here, subscribe to the bell so you don't miss out when we cover the other new archetype, which I will cover very, very soon. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.